What do you think about the man with burn scars? According to the Blackbeard pirates, the man with burn scars is the one who possesses the last world poneglyph. Originally, One Piece was simply about pirates racing to reach Laugh-Tale, located at the final point of the Grand Line. However, with the start of the New World Saga, a crucial element was added. To reach Laugh-Tale, it is necessary to collect 4 red poneglyphs. This important detail introduced by Oda-sensei ensures that even pirates with national-level power like the 4 emperors cannot easily reach Laugh-Tale. This gives latecomers to the race for One Piece, like the Straw Hat crews and Cross Guilds, a chance to win. It seems that this man with burn scars will be a key figure in the final battle among the 4 emperors over the One Piece. Now let's analyze the letter from Oda-sensei. ルフィたちがもし無事にエッグヘッドを出られたなら行きますかね、あの島。行かないルートも考えたんですが、ルフィは止められないかな。そうなってくるともうあれの奪い合いになりますね。He completely hiding which island they will go to. However, it has been almost confirmed through official sources Jump where they will be heading next. I've also shared this on X because it has been announced that the World Collectible Figure Series featuring Elbaf will be released in November. This means that the Elbaf arc should have started by November at the latest. This is my Twitter account, X account. I will share the information I can get in Japan, so I'm always welcome to share or follow this account. And Oda-sensei was hiding what they will be scrambling for. But the answer might have already been hinted at the letter. Pay attention to this part. In Japanese, one hiragana character is composed of a consonant and vowel, allowing for a vertical message to be hidden within horizontal text. A kind of wordplay that subtly communicates a hidden message. Can anyone read these 4 hiragana characters? The phrase is Akaishi. Aka means red and Ishi means stone. Well, I guess I don't need to explain any further. It's word poneglyph. This means that the person holding the last poneglyph is very likely waiting in Elbaf. Firstly, let me state the conclusion. I think Loki is the man with burn scars. In this video from the Dusk channel, I theorized that the main role of the Wartail family might be to pass down the history of the war that occurred during the Boys' Century. His name, Trafalgar D. Wartail. This spelling seems like water, but in Japanese, pronounced like Wartail. You know, Laugh-Tale becomes Laugh-Tale, that's why I think Wartail become War-Tail. But what kind of war was it? Where did it take place? I think the war that the Wartail family must narrate is probably the one fought by Joy Boy against the 20 countries that would later form the world government. And I believe that the center of the battle was the island of Elbaf. Yes, Warland. So there is no doubt that there was a great battle here in the past. And I think that the Trafalgar D. Wartail family has an important role in preserving the memory of that battle. It's not yet clear whether Joy Boy was a giant, but there is some evidence that he may have been. One of these is a giant straw hat at Marijoa. The details of the hat haven't been revealed yet, but it's highly likely that originally belonged to Joy Boy. If he was a small boy among the giants during the Boys' Century, it wouldn't be strange for him to be wearing this hat. The other evidence is that Albert thought Kaido is Joy Boy. It's possible that he was convinced of this because of Kaido's strength, but personally, Arbel knows that the legendary Joy Boy has physical characteristics very similar to those of Kaido, so there's a chance. I think this is why Arbel believed that Kaido was Joy Boy. What physical characteristics make Kaido unique? Yes, his two horns. First of all, let's compare the shape of the dragon that Momonosuke transformed into with that of Kaido. The dragon that Momonosuke transformed into only had two horns, so I think this is the original aspect of dragons in the world of One Piece. Instead, looking at Kaido's dragon form, we can notice his four horns. These two horns extending to the left and right are clearly not due to transformation ability, but are physical characteristic of Kaido. From this fact, we can assume that his horns are probably due to his race rather than decoration. It can be said that his horn is a characteristic of the ancient giants, so it's likely that Kaido is a descendant of the ancient giants. Therefore, I think there is good chance that Joy Boy was also an ancient giant. Currently, it's not known whether he is alive or dead, but Little or Junior has survived to this day as a purebred ancient giant. I think that the ancestor of humans like Kaido, who have horns, and the other giants may be ancient giants in common. In fact, the giants worship the sun god, Nika. Let's see Carmel phrase. The winter solstice festival celebrates the death and birth of the sun. The sun goes through the cold winter and then warms us again with the beneficial light. Furthermore, when Carmel stopped the fight between the giants, someone said, "It's a miracle," and Carmel responded, "No, the god of the sun arranged everything." We could think that giants inherited the faith of the god of the sun from the ancient giants. This sun god could be Nika. As soon as Nika's power awakened, Zunisha said, "Joy Boy has returned." So it's very likely that Joy Boy was a possessor of the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika. Furthermore, the Shandians who also believed in the sun god had the idea of valuing their ancestors as a god. This means that there's a high chance that direct ancestor of the giant is Joy Boy. In that case, Loki, born into the royal family of Elbaf, the land of giants, could be the distant descendant of Joy Boy. Maybe Loki could even belong to the D family, because his name is Loki. This name could suggest that he is a descendant of the clan that is enemy of the gods in the current world of One Piece, like Northern mythology. If Loki is truly of the D family and distant descendant of Joy Boy, then it would be responsible to assume that he has a road poneglyph. Perhaps he is waiting for someone who can change the world. However, we need to solve one problem to support this theory. Following the theory that Loki is the man with burn scars, we wonder why he is called that and how he got those burns. Let's take another look at Big Mom's flashback. As I mentioned earlier, there is a tradition in Elbaf of fasting for 12 days before the winter solstice festival, during which semla is eaten to build up nutrients and endure the fast. In the flashback, while they were eating semla, a giant said, "I thank the sun for the birth of Prince Loki, born the other day in the castle one Goldberg bore in the village, along with all the children." 7 days after the start of the fast, Big Mom developed an eating disorder and began to rage, causing a fire that engulfed the entire village. It is believed that Loki, being just a newborn at the time of the incident, suffered burns. But there is one last thing I need to explain. The currently known locations of the road poneglyphs are in Totland and the Mokomodiuk Dam and the Wano country. So where did that man get the other poneglyph from? From the Fishman Island. Therefore, to support this theory, I have to explain the relationship between Ryugu Kingdom and Loki. If we read One Piece carefully, we can find a connection between fishmen and giants. First, let's take a look at Noah's Ark on the Fishman Island. Who do you think built this ship? I don't think there's any other option than the giants. Look at this image. It's a huge ship that even makes Wadatsumi, who is 80 meters tall, look small. The width of the Sunny is 39 meters, so Noah is immensely large. Therefore, it's likely that giants built Noah's Ark. Additionally, it was revealed that Joy Boy also had a deep relationship with the mermaid who lived in the Void Century. So if Joy Boy truly the ancestor of the giants, the relationship between the giants and the fishmen could be like a brotherhood similar to that between the Kozuki and the mink. Exactly 24 years ago, the era of the great pirate began with Roger's execution. So many pirates tried to enter the New World through the Fishman Island, and security on Fishman Island was at minimum. In such a situation, it's evident that leaving the road poneglyph on Fishman Island is dangerous in itself. If the information that the road poneglyph is on Fishman Island was spread, more pirates would arrive there. I think Loki decided to keep the road poneglyph to avoid such a situation. If the giants and the fishmen are brothers, it's natural that Neptune entrusted it to Loki, the Prince of Elbaf. Eventually, Whitebeard was able to protect Fishman Island from pirate threats, making Fishman Island his territory. It's obviously possible that he ate the devil fruit that allows creating vortex, but it's also possible that Loki can create a vortex using a powerful move like a Dory and Brogy. So as I said before, I think he's waiting for the right person to change the world. In this way, I could explain the real person why Shanks came to Elbaf. It's to find the last road poneglyph. If Shanks knew that Loki had the road poneglyph, it would make sense that he stopped at Elbaf to gather information about Loki. Unless, of course, Shanks knows where Laugh-Tale is. And I want to share some interesting facts with you. Do you remember the scene where Luffy was surrounded by Vortex? But that area was in the East Blue, not on the Grand Line. According to BB's explanation of the Grand Line, seasons, weather, ocean currents, and wind direction are all random and various paranormal phenomena occur. However, it seems strange to me that such a phenomenon suddenly occurred in other seas like East Blue. For some reason, the man with burn scar, Loki, have been observing it from the beginning of Luffy's adventures, like Kuma. How do you think about the man with burn scars? Let me know your opinion in comments. Currently, I translate some books and mangas and buy Japanese products for friends in the world, and sometimes I teach Japanese. If you're interested in something in Japan, I'm always available and I'm looking forward to receiving your email. Anyway, see you next time.